What's up, YouTube fam? It's Justin424 here, back with another video. Alright, so I know it's been a long time. In the past couple weeks since I did my last video, I feel like a lot has happened. Mainly with this place right here. So today, we're not going to talk about trades or omnibus, we're going to talk straight up on Marvel Studios. Alright? Alright, so check it out. Went to go see Eternals with, obviously, Erod212. Had a blast, you know, and this is where I think sometimes we get caught up with what the Rotten Tomato score is, what did this critic say, who did this, you know, what was the opinion on it? And to be honest, I really enjoyed it. Now, is it as good as Winter Soldier, Civil War, Infinity War? No, but I think it's out of the 26 MCU movies, I think I rank it in the top half, probably at number 12 or 13. I literally have a ranking on my phone where I was sitting there and I'm like, I can't say that it's worse than the Thor movies or, you know, like the first, Captain America and all these movies. The movie was fun. For me, I like story-driven movies. I hate mindless action. I know a lot of people go to the MCU movies just to see crazy explosions and, you know, all this, you know, thrilling, you know, action scenes. Hey, Black Widow was great. I enjoyed that movie. But I also know that this movie was something completely different. It was an epic mythological tale that spanned thousands and thousands of years. I really enjoyed it. Was it what I was expecting? No, I was expecting something slightly different in terms of the story beats. It was very non-linear storytelling device. Chloe Zhao, I thought, did a great job. Cinematography, we knew it was going to be on point. That was on par with like Guardians 1. I thought that stuff, the visuals, was phenomenal. I thought, in terms of the actors, I thought Angelina Jolie did a great job. I thought Gilgamesh did a good job. Barry Krug. There was a lot of good actors in here that actually had a really significant role to play. You know, we can talk about Icarus all day. I'm not going to spoil anything, but that character I felt like was really, really good. You know, you had Phastos' character. You really felt and understood. You could relate as a human being why they made the decisions or why they wanted to go down the path that they did. And I think it really kind of sort of humanized them in a way. And even though they weren't, you know, they're aliens, the Eternals. But I really thought that they were able to make it so that you felt something for those characters. Even though there was, and that was the biggest thing, you had 8 main characters. This is a true ensemble. This isn't, yes, the story is built around Icarus and Cersei's love story, but I really felt that they did a good job spending time with each character and going through the different story beats and saying like, hey, let's jump back in here, and this is why this character is important. This is why you should care about this character. And I feel like everybody had their moment to shine. So I thought that was probably the most challenging part of the movie for them, and I feel like they sold me, at least. Because there's movies that, you know, I'm not a fan of, you know, that have come out, you know, whether it's comic book movies and whatnot. I mean, look, I love Shang-Chi. Venom 2 I thought was okay. It was good. That wasn't great, though. I thought the Carnage piece was great. I thought the story wasn't great. I think the story was really on point, and I think it opens a lot of doors. I'm not going to spoil anything with post-credit scenes. If you haven't gone to see it, I know it's been out a couple weeks now, go see Eternals. But that's my thoughts on that. Moving on. Now with Disney Plus, obviously blew up this year. A couple shows, WandaVision, Loki, whatnot. So now we have the next wave coming in. I got Hawkeye at the end of the month. You know, obviously I'm a New York guy, so when I saw the trailer and they said, hey, Christmas in New York, Rockefeller Center. I saw a new trailer the other day where they're basically jumping off the Manhattan Bridge, swinging out with the, it looks insane. And for me, Hawkeye has never been my favorite character. He's always just been a supporting side character. And then when I found out about the Matt Fraction run, and he's actually going to be a consulting producer on the show, I just found out. So I'm actually really excited because it's one of the better comic runs recently. Artwork isn't great, but if you get a chance, read Matt Fraction's Hawkeye run with Kate Bishop. Really, really good. The trailer looks really good. For somebody who has never really been, like I said, huge fan of the character, I'm probably more excited for that show than any of the upcoming shows. I mean, look, I think Oscar Isaac's gonna kill it as Moon Knight. She-Hulk sounds interesting. Definitely can't wait for Miss Marvel next year. But right now, I cannot wait for the Hawkeye series. But that's just me. I thought Disney Plus Day was awesome. The one announcement that I had heard the rumors about for not just recently, but for months, they've been talking about this show potentially coming back. And yes, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You're talking about X-Men animated series. They are rebooting the show. It's coming back. It's going to be called X-Men 97. All right. So remember, I did that post on Instagram on my account. This series is coming back. This was how I got into comic books. All right. This is how I got into the X-Men and Marvel in general. All right. I was a 4-5 years old kid in the early to mid 90s watching this show every Saturday. All right. If you haven't gotten a chance to, go back and watch some of those animated episodes. They still stand the test of time. The stuff with Mr. Sinister. It was my first introduction to Phoenix Saga. First introduction to the Sentinels. This series centered around Wolverine, Gambit, Rogue, Jubilee, Cyclops. To this day, when I read X-Men comics, these are the voices that I hear. I could not be more excited that they are bringing this show back. And I'm just ecstatic for 2023 when it releases. All right. So now going forward with Marvel Studios. So we already know we have begun Phase 4. We don't know really where that ends and where Phase 5 begins, but we do now have a chronicle of the first 3 phases in this book. So I just got it last week on sale on Amazon for $90. Today when I check, it's back up to $134. The cover price is $150. So I would highly recommend for this type of book, you don't want to pay $150 for it. If you can find it on sale, next time, maybe Black Friday. I just so happened to get it, about 2 weeks ago I ordered it, and it was on sale for $90, so I had to jump on it. It's been on my wish list for a couple months now. Definitely take a look at it. It's massive. I mean, the foreword is by Feige, of course, the afterwards by Robert Downey Jr. I didn't get to dig in. I have read some tidbits online, some different small stories. They talked about how they were able to get the Spider-Man rights with the sharing agreement in 2015 with Sony. They talk about just behind the scenes stories with the producers on how Joe Russo and Anthony Russo had to fight to keep the ending of Civil War with Iron Man versus Captain America, or they were threatening to walk on the movie. Just little behind the scenes stuff that you would never imagine. This is definitely something that for all of us that love the movies, this is a must-have, I think. So I cannot wait to dig into this, and obviously once I do and I find out anything else good, I'll try to share it, and maybe I'll do a whole video of me just sharing the actual book with you. But I just wanted to put that out there, that if you didn't know that this book existed, definitely check it out, because it might be right up some people's alleys. I know I'm a big coffee table book person. With that being said, I want to talk about what's dropping tonight. Spider-Man 3 trailer. So we know that there's a lot of rumors on this movie, right? We know about the Toby stuff, the Andrew, the villains, is it Sinister Six? Is Venom going to appear in this movie? I'm going to tell you my quick thoughts. I think they're going to hold back still on a lot of this. Because you got to remember, they're going to treat this movie like Endgame. With Endgame, there was a lot of stuff you did not see. While yes, that second trailer was able to put out a good amount of footage to tease, I don't think they're going to, for lack of a better term, I don't think they're going to blow their entire load on this trailer. Because then the hype becomes a month before, they're not going to show the whole movie tonight. So I think they're still going to hold a lot back. I think they're just going to create a lot of excitement and hint at some stuff possibly. I think they're going to hint at more villains. You're going to see more of the bridge scene on, the highway with Doc Ock. I think you definitely have a shot at hearing or seeing Willem Dafoe in the flesh tonight. But other than that, I don't think you're going to see Garfield Maguire. As much as I would like to, you know, you might get a hint. You might see, you know, additional webbing or maybe a silhouette or something. But for those that, you know, think they're gonna, you know, get the Danny Elfman score tonight, I don't think that's coming. So I just want to temper expectations. So we'll see what happens. If the trailer is as good as we think, who knows? Maybe I'll do a reaction video. But I definitely cannot wait till, you know, see the video tonight, and we'll see, I guess, see if the hype is worth the wait. Other than that, definitely when you think about where Marvel Studios is going, they think about Disney Plus Day, and how much content they had to roll out. Spider-Man freshman year, all the release dates that continue to pop up. Marvel Studios, they're not going anywhere. I mean, the brand, it's the biggest media franchise in the world right now, between the films and the merchandise and all the other extra stuff. I mean, they're making billions and billions a year doing this. So I definitely, like I said, I recommend this book. If you get a chance, you know, Shang-Chi is obviously on Disney Plus now. Can't wait. I haven't checked it out since I went to go see it in the movies, so I will definitely be putting that on this week. And then tell me your thoughts on, you know, what did you think of the Hawkeye trailer? You know, if you're watching this and the Spider-Man 3 trailer is already dropped, leave a comment, you know, like the video, and, you know, we could talk about the trailer. Everybody knows I'm a huge Spider-Man fan. That's my favorite character of all time. So I can't wait to, you know, to get going. You know, the last part of the year, we got Hawkeye, Spider-Man, and then 2022 is going to be insane. But until next time, you know, this is Justin424. Give me a like, subscribe, check me out on Instagram, Justin424 Comics. But yeah, peace.